9 days left, ladies and gentlemen. What is up, SmackNPie? SmackNPie here. As you can tell, your boy is depressed. I am sad and I'm depressed, not just because we're in single digits. We are in single digits, 9 days left. I mean, can you believe this in just 9 days? Chapter 4, like 2 years dream is finally gonna come true and none of us are ready. That's number one. But number two, just finished playing Life is Strange True Colors Chapter 5 and oh boy, that game hit me in the feels. It really did. It left a void and now I'm depressed, I'm sad, and now I'm thinking all my life choices. That playthrough of Chapter 5 is gonna be uploaded soon, but until then, you can check out my Chapter 4 playthrough. Trust me, this game is litty. My game of the year so far. There's gonna be a ton of videos on that, so apologies if the energy is low. If I wasn't on the final countdown, I wouldn't have posted video today. But, you know, we gotta keep going. I gotta stay true to my word. So, 9 days left, ladies and gentlemen, till Chapter 4 drops, and just 5 days left till Chapter 4 trailer premieres on 24th September 2021 on Friday. We'll be here. I'm still undecided whether to live stream or record. Anyways, so last time I did a video talking about Chapter 4's achievements and we talked about nurses spoilers. So same thing here. Spoilers for Joy Gang level, aka Mascot Mayhem. There are some heavy spoilers here unlike last video, so you have been warned. Subscribe. Follow me to SmackNPie. Oh no, I'm sad. Subscribe. Follow me to SmackNPie, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you're still here, well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to those Chapter 4 achievements. So I told you in the last video that each level has 5 achievements, so let's start with the first one. The first one is S ranking Mascot Mayhem that says the luckiest. Haha, I see what they did there. Earn an S rank in Mascot Mayhem. So when they say the luckiest, they mean it, because if you've seen all the Q&As, if you've seen all the tweets, you know for a fact that this level is by far the toughest level in all of Dark Deception in terms of difficulty. And it's not gonna be a piece of cake because we got 3 enemies on high alert chasing us all the time. So not dying once against them, against all the traps, we are not ready. And the things that I'm about to tell you, oh boy. And also Joykill, the boss of this thingy is by far the toughest boss in all of Dark Deception, according to Vincent Living. So you think it's a piece of cake? You think it's a walk in the park to get S rank in Mascot Mayhem? I don't think so, pal. The challenge is still up for me. For me personally, the challenge is within first 3 days I gotta get the S rank. That is my challenge. Oh, and by the way, that freaking pig's jump scare punishment in my first playthrough is starting now. I'll post a poll so you can check out my YouTube community. I'll post an official poll later, so great things happening. Alright, the number one is very revealing. Actually, we knew this already a long time ago. I actually made a separate video on this, but we're gonna talk about it again anyway. But it's just great to see that it's being confirmed now. It says going vegan, and it says avoid Queen Penny's eggs in all zones. Yes, we're talking about both Queen Penny the 3rd and the 4th. So if you see, there's an egg there. A while back it was revealed that one of her mechanics is to float a little bit like a real chicken, as well as eggs, throwing eggs. The description says avoid Penny's eggs in all zones. So we know 3 zones there are in Mascot Mayhem. I would like your attention to Batman Vengeance, the Game Boy edition, the Game Boy Advance edition. That game is my all-time favorite. It's one of my all-time favorite games. It's in top 10, alright? It's a top tier S rank game. Play it. Alright, I know it came out like decades ago, in 2001 I believe on Game Boy Advance, but that game, and then Batman Arkham Asylum, 2009. In there, there's a villain called Poison Ivy. Her whole thing is the nature and plants and all that stuff, right? She likes to take care of them and she uses those against other people. So in the game, basically she's had these toxic plants and eggs spread across the city or this asylum or island. So if you get close to them, they would burst and throw poison at you. You will get poisoned and you would lose health. That was that case in those games. So I feel like if those Q&As are to be believed, it's not gonna be that case. It's gonna be her throwing eggs whenever she sees you and gliding and floating as well, which would be a massacre in our opinion. So Queen Penny, please chill with them eggs on me a little bit, but we're ready. we are freaking ready. Look at this. One of the best characters in all of Dark Deception is getting her own achievement. She deserves this, trust me. Then the third one is called A Joyful End, which is really symbolic. It has deep meaning, it has depth, alright? It says killed by all 3 members of Joy gang. So it's not a joyful end. If it had said something like get killed by Lucky the Rabbit and Queen Penny, then it is a joyful end. But unfortunately, this is a violation. This is a diss track on me, alright? I have to respond back, alright? This is an attack on SmackNPie. Look at this shizzle. In order to 100% complete the game, I have to get killed by freaking pig. This is insane. This is an outright attack by Vincent Livingston Glowstick Entertainment against SmackNPie, alright? This is ridiculous that I have to die in order to get this achievement, in order to get this quote-unquote joyful end. But other than my rivalry with that freaking pig, this is gonna be the easiest achievement to get. I mean, getting killed by 3 members of Jojo gang, come on now. It's way too easy. And I love the icon of this. It's just had 3 joys. Joy, joyful end. Come on, man. This is really smart. Vince, I'll give you that. Then the 4th one is, we've already knew this, but it just gives a little hint to us. It says camera shy. I'm camera shy. If you see me every time on camera, I'm cringe as freak. So I fit right in this category, but it says did not trigger any cameras in zone 1. So let's pull up a video, alright? If you remember Queen Penny, the rap song, in it there was a small gameplay of the production factory, which is in zone 3. Now allow me to explain, allow me to get my point further across. It says did not trigger any cameras in zone 1. If you look at that gameplay, it'll show you first of all how the camera reacts. It moves away, so you have a small chance to not get close and not trigger it. But in zone 3, production factory, you will trigger a camera, like it is inevitable. There's no way around it, there's no way about it. You can't escape, you can't hide. You will trigger cameras in other zones, zone 2 and zone 3, which is why it is interesting that it says zone 1, because this is zone 1, the updated zone 1, alright, where there's no fog. And here in the outside environment, the only way you're gonna get this achievement is if you do not trigger any cameras. So hopefully it is a little easy. I mean, it's not that easy because look at this. You're bound to trigger any cameras here. So cameras are in zone 1, but they'll also return in zone 3. And finally, this is the biggest one yet, and that is none other than terminated. And the description says defeated Joykill. See, this would have been a little more enthusiastic, but I'm still in depression because of Life is Strange True Colors. You can watch my chapter 4 playthrough. It's on the channel, and chapter 5 playthrough coming very soon. But there are a couple things happening. Number 1, the icon, and number 2, the name of the achievement. It is very fascinating. So as we know, Joykill boss is by far the hardest one and the toughest one in all of Dark Deception. And if we know a long time ago in one of the Q&As, it is very difficult to explain Joykill's design without spoiling it. So in my personal opinion, I feel like the name here, Terminated, and the icon here gives us a very small glimpse as to what Joykill might look like. So Lucky the Rabbit, freaking Pig, and Queen Penny the 3rd and the 4th are basically kinda sorta animatronics first and then personalities later. Their bodies, their mascot suit is on top of an animatronic. We have learned that from their frenzy mode, right? Now, get this. When their eyes turn red, specifically Lucky's, what does he remind you of? Well, you guessed it, ladies and gentlemen, none other than Terminator. Yes, if you take the mascot skin away, what do you get? You get Terminator, because you get this robot with red eyes. Terminator, yes, and Vincent Livingston spoke highly of franchises like Terminator and Aliens in a lot of Q&As. It would be foolish of us not to think that there are some stuff drawn from there. So if you take that, it is very obvious that Joykill would be an amalgamation, kinda sorta, of all 3 characters. Lucky the Rabbit, freaking Pig, and Queen Penny the 3rd and the 4th. And since he would have this robotic animatronic type of body, because the mascot suit would be dropping off, we would have to use the equipment and machinery in that area to defeat freaking Joykill. I mean, if you look at the icon, what does it show you? It shows you machinery, so you put 2 and 2 together. Ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be a robotic boss fight with it throwing all sorts of eggs, with it throwing more clones. Yes, I feel like more clones will be thrown at you, with the Lucky the Rabbits using speed boost, Queen Penny third and fourth throwing eggs, floating, gliding, and freaking pig. What is he gonna do? Smash walls? Man, freak out of here, he's useless. So yeah, just think of the idea. I'm like really nervous and excited yet scared about Joykill boss fight. I'm so glad the new checkpoint system actually came, because I'm really worried about my mental health when I have to do the S rank, because I'm so glad that new checkpoint system exists now, because I can beat the game whilst having fun. Because if the new checkpoint system wasn't there, trust me, it would have took like at least 2 to 3 days for me just to finish the game, and then an entire week or 2 or even 3. Just know how long it took me to get S rank in Crazy Carnival. Can you imagine how long it's gonna take me to get an S rank in Mascot Mayhem? We are not ready, alright? These things are no joke. Just 9 days left, single digits, till it all starts. The launch of Chapter 4, the most awaited one in all of indie horror YouTube. Corey Kenshin will play this game. Yes, a lot of your favorite YouTubers will play this, and we'll have our own Chapter 4 playthrough. Yes, it'll be edited, like memes and funny stuff will be added in, high energy will be added in. I will have caffeine and coffee before it and after it. We will have a green screen behind it. You guys are not ready for this playthrough. This is gonna be my most hard-worked playthrough, and it's gonna be the most fun one on the channel. It's gonna be the most fun video series ever that I've ever created and I've ever posted. We'll get some people to make thumbnails, and bro, it's gonna be that shizzle. It's gonna be that shizzle. Ladies and gentlemen, I would leave you here. No, I'm depressed. Subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It's SmackNPie. I'll see you in the next one.